Okay, we're showing our speaker, and we're showing our 2 pages of notes, and here is our lovely audience. There's a whole mess of them. Okay, now our speaker.
Is it just me, or does it seem as though every new generation of our youth is more disrespectful and lazy than the one before, believing and acting as though they're entitled to everything and anything just because of their mere existence and without having to earn it? Wouldn't you like to see polite, disciplined, hardworking, respectful, and prepared young people for a change? Wouldn't you like to see them empowered to making lasting positive changes to our collective society and reclaim our position as a strong global leader once more, especially in this new world that we live in? I certainly would, and there are generations of veterans, including 3 in my own family, that would agree that military service would make a difference. It did for them. Today I'd like to tell you about some of the major problems we face in our ever-growing and dangerous society, what needs to be done to improve it, and what you can do to help. First, let's look at some of the major social problems that we're currently facing with today's generation. Disrespect. Disrespect to parents, teachers, authority figures, and other leaders, and just to other people in general. Ill-prepared for today's workplace. In this global market, they need to be prepared, and they have very few or little practical skills. Poor performance in school and low ranking, not just in the United States, but globally. No sense of commitment, community, or self-involvement. Little involvement in our national issues or patriotism. When was the last time you saw an 18-year-old that was excited about voting or wanted to work on a presidential campaign? Okay. We have spreading crime, dangerous neighborhoods, and a drug problem that we can't get under control. And we're all affected by these problems, the individual themselves, parents, teachers, employers, local and state communities, our nation, and our world. According to Newsmax.com, some potential consequences of these problems, if we don't address them, would be worsening social ills, continued drain on our social services system, and increased government spending. We have increasing international disrespect, and if you think about it, we've had a slow decline since post-Reagan years. More violence, crime, bigger drug problem with a continued deterioration of our communities across the nation. Continued increase in our dropout rate in high schools, joblessness, and in unemployment. All of those things are going to explode if we don't do something about this. We also will see a higher cost of doing business, not only here but abroad, and we pay more for what we make or what we buy. But there is a way to make this problem better. Mandatory military service upon graduation of high school for a minimum 3-year period. You can have an educational deferment for 2 to 4 years, and a 2-year commitment for community service after you're discharged from the reserves. And what this will do will promote patriotism, civic responsibility, and strengthen and grow our communities again. It will instill the idea of duty, honor to country. It'll foster a sense of family and instill respect in those that deserve and warrant it. It'll teach responsibility and develop valuable character traits. It'll teach healthy work ethics as well as practical and marketable skills for today's global environment. It'll give them a sense of accomplishment and pride and increase their self-esteem. And lifelong relationships are built in the military, and it builds camaraderie. And so how to go about that? Freepublic.com suggests that we can look at aptitude assessments while they're in high school, and we have classes and assignments and vocational skill courses that are driven to help train them in those areas. They can pick a job specialty once they're done. They can pick any branch of the service that they want to serve in, whether it is a local or a global location. If they're in college, either 2 or 4-degree-a-year program, then they can come in as officer status. And upon their discharge, they will serve a certain amount of reserve duty time, and then back that up with 2 years of community service. You have the power to help fix this problem, but you need to act today. You do that by writing Congress, writing your senator, writing the White House, okay? Write your local and state officials and start a grassroots push for this plan. But you need to do it before it's too late to reverse the damage that we see today. We've let the individual take advantage of the freedoms our forefathers fought so hard to gain for us. Nothing is free. A price is paid by all of us. Our children look to us for guidance and wisdom. Start mandatory military service for them today and for future generations to come. The world is a tough place, and we must do our part to see that they reach their full potential and are prepared for life. Make your voice heard today for change.
That's our speech.